The Indian River County Emergency Management Team and our supporting partners are pleased to say that tropical storm conditions should finally be leaving our area this evening at approximately 6 p.m. Our communities are now on the home stretch, but we're not completely out of the woods. We therefore continue to ask all residents to stay off the roads as much as possible, and please be careful with any sort of outdoor activities until the tropical storm conditions have ended. The Indian River County Emergency Operations Center is now at a level 2 partial activation, and we have entered the recovery mode of this incident. The demobilization process of our emergency shelters began at 2 p.m. and the Emergency Information Center hotline will be closing at 5 p.m. today. Indian River County schools shall remain closed tomorrow, which is Friday, September 30th, 2022. Over the past 2 days, the state of Florida has experienced the direct landfall of a major and historic hurricane. Our thoughts and prayers go out to all the Floridians and their loved ones who have been significantly impacted by this incident. And we send the following direct message to any states to the north that could be in Hurricane Ian's future path. Please take this storm seriously. On a local note, our communities are greatly relieved that Hurricane Ian's impacts within Indian River County have been relatively minimal. Each year, the Atlantic hurricane season starts on June 1st and it ends on June 30th. Please be reminded that there is still 2 months left in this year's hurricane season. The close call that we just had with Hurricane Ian should be a reminder to all Indian River County residents that we must be prepared for hurricane events as we live on a coastal community. In closing, please remember that disasters begin at a local level and they also end at a local level. Your successful navigation of a tropical storm or hurricane event will directly correlate with the level of preparedness you make during a blue sky environment. Indian River County has an in-depth disaster preparedness guide that can be downloaded online at our emergency management website, and the preparedness guide can also be picked up at the Emergency Operations Center, the public libraries, and other public events where the emergency management team is present. Sheriff Flowers.
Good afternoon. First, I want to thank our entire team that was out working overnight, protecting our community while everyone slept. We're actually going to talk about an incident in just a moment that occurred early this morning. I want to thank our partners with Fire Rescue and the police departments. We've all had a great working relationship. Our entire team here at the EOC has really just performed exceedingly well, and I'm proud of all those partnerships. We also want to thank those who have stayed off of the roads when we asked you to. We certainly appreciate your compliance with that, and you make our jobs a lot easier when you listen to what we have to say here. Most of the traffic lights that are out there are operational. However, if you do still come upon one of those traffic lights that is not working, please treat it as a four-way stop. I got to tell you, I'm very blessed that this is the biggest thing that's going on in Indian River County right now. Many of our businesses are operational, grocery stores, things like that. So we've certainly fared the storm well. We always prepare for the worst and hope for the best, and this time we certainly got the best end of it. And so our thoughts and prayers go out to those on the West Coast, and of course as our resources free up, we'll continue to offer those assistance across the state as we can. The last thing I want to tell you about is this morning our team that was out there overnight protecting you while you slept caught a burglar. There was this guy, Matt Perrone, an astute homeowner spotted him breaking into a vehicle, called us, and our folks jumped right on that. They were able to take him into custody, and our detectives are working now. They've recovered some stolen property. So please, when you have a few moments, check your vehicles. There was a guy out there, at least one that we know of, that we caught doing burglaries last night, and we're proud of our team, glad that they were able to get another bad guy off the streets. I want to remind everybody that if you do commit crimes during a state of emergency, that there are enhanced penalties, and of course this Matt Perrone is going to be facing those enhanced penalties. So we just want to make sure that you know that we're out there. We will not tolerate criminal activity during storms or a state of emergency, and really proud of our team. Thank you for everybody. Thank you guys for coming out, and glad to be wrapping this storm up.
Thank you, Sheriff. Yes, we were fortunate not to have damage that was too bad. One of the things that we are dealing with is continued power outages. FPL reported 42,500 customers had a loss of power. They have restored over 21,000 of those, with 20,850 customers still to go. FPL's crews are out there working the situation. They are prioritizing critical infrastructure. Want to remind everybody, if you see a power line down, treat it as a live wire. Do not take any chances. Stay at least 35 feet away from that. The traffic signals, the sheriff talked about this a little bit. We do have a few traffic signals without power. We've got generators on many of those. However, the power goes up and it goes down, so you may encounter a traffic signal without power. So that's another reason not to go out and about if you do not need to. Please bear with us while the power comes back. Another thing, if you have a lot of people, we've had a few people have lost power. People want to be courteous and not bother their neighbors with generators. Do not run those generators in an enclosure. Tragedies have happened with that in the past. Remember to make sure those are run outside, and do not close your garage and do that. Little update on county facilities. The county will be opening our offices and facilities tomorrow, along with the constitutional officers such as the sheriff, the clerk of the court, property appraiser, tax collector, and supervisor of elections. We do have a couple of, the schools will remain closed tomorrow, but extracurricular activities for the weekend, Saturday, will resume. Our county landfill and our convenience centers, I know people are eager to get your yards cleaned up and have that stuff taken off. We plan to open those facilities at noon tomorrow. Our beaches, we have 3 beaches that will be open tomorrow. Those are Treasure Source, Ambersand, and Round Island. All of our other beaches will remain closed tomorrow. I want to remind everybody that our beaches are still closed today. We've had a few folks like to go out and take a look at the beach. Please don't go to our beaches. They are closed. Please bear with us on that. We've got some other facilities that will be opening on Saturday, such as our golf course and things like that. Check the county website for the most up-to-date information on that. Garbage cleanup. We had to cancel garbage Wednesday and Thursday. That will be resumed tomorrow and Saturday. So if you didn't get your garbage picked up Wednesday or Thursday, put it out tomorrow, and Saturday we'll catch up. There will be no recycling collection so that the crews can get caught up there, and then we will resume normal operations again on Monday. And everyone just be careful out there. And I want to thank everyone for being smart and helping us get through this event without too much, without a serious problem. I want to thank all of our partners. We worked with our municipalities, sheriff's office, various agencies, and all of our emergency management folks, and county employees, as well as the other public employees out there, really doing a great job keeping everybody safe. So I want to thank all of the folks that came together to make sure that this was a safe event for Indian River County. Thank you. If you have any questions.
Do you know when power might be restored, or is there an estimated time frame for most residents? Or
we do not have an estimate from FPL at this time. They are working the situation. We see the crews out there. We have seen progress. As you'll see, they've gotten about half of the folks that were out restored. So we're hopeful that they will get that power restored as quickly as possible.
Seeing no other questions, thank you guys for being here today.